Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time we entered the perplexing pool and obtained the yellow Pikmin, and I tried to get a few things done here that I didn't quite get done because I made a few errors, but today we're going to do the Citadel of Spiders. Let's just jump on down and see how this goes. The Citadel of Spiders is going to be our last 5-floor cave for now. Most of the other caves from here on out are going to be more floors than this, but we can take a little bit of refuge with this one being a bit shorter. This floor is going to have one treasure on it, as well as a new enemy type, the Skitterleaf. I honestly can't tell you if these guys can kill your Pikmin at all. They can damage your captains, but I don't think they can eat your Pikmin. They're really hard to lose Pikmin to, honestly, so I wouldn't worry about them too much. Yeah, we'll just kind of go around and look for the enemies. There are some shearwigs on this floor. This is what I was really looking for. That way we can make sure to exterminate the real pests of this floor. Let's see if we can find some more of them. Hello? Anyone home? There's some shearwigs. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys, and I think I saw one more right here. Yeah. Cool. I think that is all of the shearwigs on this floor. There might be one more to take care of. Get this Skitterleaf gone too. Oh, another one. Wow. Ah. There's another shearwig to kill. Alright, so yeah, once all the shearwigs and skitterleafs are taken out, there should be about 5 of each. I will go on ahead and take this treasure back. We have the love nugget here. It's a big tomato, and it's the only one here, so I'm just kind of going to skip to when it gets back, and then we'll jump down to sub-level 2. Alright, so the love nugget is going to be worth 40 Pokos. And yeah, it's just a tomato, nice and round and red. So yeah, let's go down to sub-level 2. This floor is going to have a bit more going on it. I would say this is probably going to be the hardest floor of this cave. We're going to have some fire geysers to take care of. We're going to meet a new enemy type. We're also going to have to kill some Wollywogs. Say the Wollywogs are easier in Pikmin 2, but they can still pose a threat if you're not careful, or you mess up just spamming your purples, because it might happen sometimes. So we're going to aggro this Wollywog right here, since he's being kind enough to sit right here for us. And hopefully he stays stunned and doesn't jump up. Alright, perfect. He's going to have a treasure inside of him, but we're going to ignore that for now and take our reds. I'm going to go this way with them. And you can probably see the enemy over there. That is going to be the Dweevil. This is going to be the fiery variant. There's going to be one for pretty much every hazard type in the game. And we'll be seeing quite a few of them. I am trying to take out all these fire geysers first, because the Dweevils aren't going to be that much of a threat, and I don't want... Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I really don't want to deal with this Wollywog. I'd like to safely deal with him if I can. I guess we're taking this stuff back now. You know what, I'm gonna let that cutscene happen first, because that sounds like a bad idea to fight the Wollywog during the cutscene. So this blackberry soda cap is going to be called the Creative Inspiration. It's 100 Pokos, and I have more Pikmin in my squad now. Go away. So yeah, this is where the cave starts to get its name, the Citadel of Spiders. You can probably even take a guess at what the boss is going to be here, if it's all spider themed. But yeah, the Wollywog's dead. Let's go ahead and take out the Dweevils. You can take them out like this. I also recommend one. I'm actually gonna get rid of this fire geyser. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the purples. You don't need them. You don't need your reds, honestly. I recommend just walking up under the Dweevils and throwing the Pikmin at them from below. It's easier to stick them on than throwing them from above. Although, maybe I just had a hard time aiming onto Dweevils because I've played the Wii version of this game more, or, yeah, more. I guess I have played the GameCube version of this game as well. Which I guess I haven't really talked about the Switch version's changes. The Switch version doesn't really change much, unlike the Switch version of Pikmin 1. Where they added a few quality of life features. Pikmin 2 was... this is basically just Pikmin 2, but without the product placement. In every sense of the word. With the same controls as Pikmin 1, that is. So I really haven't had too much interesting to say about the different versions of the game. I guess that some of the treasures have different names in the different regions, just like how I didn't know that Wollywogs were called Wollyhops in the European version, and didn't realize that they were changed in the US version until this release. Yeah, this is gonna be the lip service. It's a pack of lipstick worth 50 Pokos. And then the other one is going to be just a rubber ducky head, which I believe is called the Paradoxical Enigma, if I remember correctly. That is a whole 80 Pokos. Yeah. Paradoxical Enigma. Yeah, that's gonna be all the treasure on this floor, so let's jump down to Sublevel 3. I just realized that I probably missed a violet candy pop bud on that floor. We are definitely going back for that, but first we have yet another new enemy type. This is going to be the Anode Beetle. They are an electric enemy. You probably saw it. Their current can go between two beetles. You will definitely want to be careful for that. It can zap your Pikmin and kill them if you're not careful about it. But let's also take care of this swooping snitch bug right here. You should die, right? No? Come on. There we go. So yeah, the Anode Beetle to actually start damaging them, you do need to hit them on the top of their shell to knock them or flip them over. And then you can pretty much just swarm your Pikmin onto it from there and not have to worry about it. The Anode Beetle and Swooping Snitch Bug are the only enemies on this floor, so there's not really anything too threatening as long as you only walk around with your yellows. The electric hazards in this place are the reason I brought so many with me, because reds are pretty much only used here to turn into whites or yellows, which I don't even remember if there's any whites on this floor. One of the treasures back here? No. Oh, one of them's buried though. I see. Where is it? Oh, it might be behind the wall still, now that I think about it. It's just buried behind it. Yeah. So that one's gonna be buried. We're gonna need our whites for that. So I might as well take out all of the Anode Beetles. There's quite a lot on this floor. I think there's 10. Or is it 8? It's somewhere between 8 and 10 Anode Beetles that you'll see on this floor. While the caves layouts can be somewhat randomly generated, they have like segments that just get generated together, and the spawns of the enemies and treasures locations will be random, but the treasures and enemies themselves are not. So you don't really need to worry about any differences in the amount or types of enemies when you're playing through the game. There can be some slight differences based on how many Pikmin you have with things that spawn, specifically candy pop buds, but that's really it. So let's go ahead and get this wall broken down. There are 2 treasures on this floor. Is the other one? Ah, there's the other one. So yeah, I'll have the whites start digging that up, or I'll accidentally whistle them, I guess. Okay. I should probably actually throw some Pikmin onto this to have it get carried back. That's gonna take 10. The nice seashell. Ugh. See, I'm really bad at tongue twisters. Seashell by the seashore. There we go. Knock down this wall, and then we'll send this other treasure back to the pod. As you can see, it's a can of pineapples. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually don't remember. This might have been a Dole, right? That's the fruit brand. I'm not blanking on it. Oh, that's just wonderful. There's a swooping cinch bug that just came out of the sky. So yeah, I guess that's going to be the first time we're really seeing anything come out of the sky in this game. That's going to happen quite a lot going forward, and it'll usually be something much more dangerous. Yeah, that's going to be the memorial shell. 100 Pokos. And now that that's getting carried back, it is the only other treasure on this floor, so I will just cut to when it gets to the pod, and then we'll jump down to sublevel 4. Alright, so this is going to be the patience tester, worth 130 Pokos. I wonder if these pineapples will be any good. Yeah, that's all that's here. Let's jump to sublevel 4, which might be considered the hardest floor in this dungeon by some. This sublevel will introduce us to another new enemy type. There's going to be 2 of them, and they can be in a fairly frustrating location. You can also see we have some ivory candy pop buds here, and I would like to not lose any of my Pikmin if I can help it. Let's throw some reds onto this fire geyser, and then I'm gonna get rid of, let's see, I do have Steve. Come on, Steve, get in there. So yeah, the 5 whites are going to be helpful to boost our number of whites up to 20, almost at 25, just 20. And that's really all we can have as long as you haven't lost any so far. But with whites, it's honestly okay if you have. You're never going to really need more than about 10 at a time. So let's take out these fire geysers real quick. And there is this new enemy type. So this is going to be the Hermit Crawmad. I don't want him to go after my reds. I don't know if they're in range. No. So this spot is a pretty good spot to mess with him. So get your Pikmin kind of close and wait for him to lunge out. He will try to grab them, but since there's this ledge right here, he's going to have a pretty hard time getting back up. Out's going to pop a treasure from that one, and we're going to have another one right here. There are going to be 3 treasures on this floor, so I, don't get into too much of a rush to get everything back. Let's go ahead and start sending these 2 back, since there's not going to be any hazards in the way anyways. That's going to take 5, and then I do want to be careful going through here, because there is going to be yet another new enemy type in this, on this floor, the Water Dumple. They were in Pikmin 1, but they didn't appear too much. They're going to be in caves quite frequently in this game, though. But here we have a piece of chocolate worth 15 Pokos called the King of Sweets. And yeah, it's a piece of chocolate. I don't know. I'm sure Louie would like it since he likes food. I can't wait to actually see the Louie entries for the Piclopedia and stuff, because his are just wonderful. And then we have a box of matches worth only 10 Pokos called the Flame of Tomorrow that has Bowser on it, and a match that is absolutely crazy and defies the laws of physics. You can also maybe call this hotline. I wonder if this actually does anything. Probably not. It would have been interesting if it did something when Pikmin 2 first came out. That seems like the kind of neat little thing that Nintendo would have done. So, whoa! I was not watching where I was going. Let's get rid of this fire geyser real quick. Oh, threw a white into there. That's my bad. And then you can get eggs as well on some of these floors if you want to get some nectar. We don't really need too much right now, so I'm not going to get any unless I lose some more flowers. And here's the water dumples. So much like in Pikmin 1, they will eat your Pikmin pretty quick. You can keep them stunned pretty easily with purples, much like every other enemy in the game. If it seems like I'm using purples for combat a lot, that's because I am. They're, like I've said, they're very, very overpowered and kind of help mitigate some of the things that this game will throw at you, because it'll throw a lot at you. We just haven't gotten to the terrible stuff yet. I want to make sure that the other hermit crawmad's not gonna pop up and attack me, because there should be two. Okay, let's go ahead and send this back. I will go on ahead and cut to when it gets there and then pop down to the next sublevel. Alright, with that there, we have the time capsule. It's going to be a nice little picture of a cute doggy worth 70 Pokos. And maybe someone knows about this. I assume this would be like someone on the development team's dog, maybe? I feel like usually when they put something like that, it usually is a reference to someone's dog or pet or something. Now that's all that's here. Let's jump down to the final sublevel. This is going to be our last floor here, like I just stated, but there is going to be something interesting here other than just the boss. This is one of the boss floors that's going to have a second treasure on it. It will be right. It can be on either of these two spots. It looks like it's on this one. Go on ahead, throw your whites up here to start digging it out. And you're going to get a nice, shiny diamond. This will take about 5 Pikmin to carry. It's kind of like the heart crystal that we got in the Hole of Beast. I'm trying to remember if it was the Hole of Beast or White Flower Garden already, honestly. White Flower Garden, that's what it was, because that's the one with the ugly layout. Yeah, we'll go on ahead and carry that back before doing this boss fight. And you can probably guess what the boss is if you've played Pikmin 1. So yeah, this is going to be worth 100 Pokos, the Regal Diamond. Even Olimar and Louie will just call it a diamond. So for this boss, we are going to only be using 15 yellows. You might remember where that came from. Just 15 yellows, no more, no less. That's all I want. I don't want any leaf yellows. How many did I have? 40? So let's do that and dismiss. Is that 15? Perfect. So, just like in Pikmin 1, I'm going to run forward first. That might not work for you. It's going to work for me. Or actually, I don't think I did do that in Pikmin 1. Get under him before he starts moving, and say hello once again to Beady Longlegs. Just like in Pikmin 1, keep your Pikmin close. Keep them on him at all times. If he does that, whistle them off as to not have them get flung around, and he will die pretty quick. He has a lot less health in this game than he did in Pikmin 1, which just makes him a whole lot easier. And we got through that without losing any of our Pikmin. To actually obtain this treasure, you are going to have to activate this little cutscene first that is going to involve the ship talking. Sweet victory, that giant insect's body has crumbled to dust. I'm quite relieved to know I won't have to store such an enormous bug. Analyzing soil samples. Anomaly detected. What's that glittering widget? So yeah, let's throw our Pikmin onto this. It only takes 1 to lift up and send it back to the base. This is going to be a kind of strange upgrade, as it's not going to upgrade Olimar and Louie, but it will give us a new option on the main menu. This is going to unlock challenge mode for you if this is your first save file on the game. And challenge mode in this game is going to be a lot more in-depth than in Pikmin 1. I will cover that at a later point, although challenge mode might take me much longer to get around to actually covering than it did for Pikmin 1, so we'll see about that. Yeah, it's going to be worth 100 Pokos, and you're going to get told that you have challenge mode unlocked on the title screen through a 4th wall break. But yeah, challenge mode is going to consist of 30 challenges that are done in caves in this game that get progressively harder. I don't know how long it'll take me to actually finish all of them, but that's going to be all that's in this cave. So let's jump up to the surface, and the day is about to end. What I'm going to do, now that we've gotten to see that we've collected all 11 treasures here, with 809 Pokos obtained, I'm going to immediately rush back into this cave if I can, and I'm gonna cut to when if I get back into it, I'll cut to when I get to the violet candy pop bud so that we can get up to 30 purples. Alright, so I'm going to just make a note here. There will be a violet candy pop bud on sublevel 2 if you have less than 20 purple Pikmin on you. Since I have more than 20 with me, it's not going to spawn on this floor, but it will be here if you don't have more than 20. So maybe only bring about 15 into this place at the start, and then work your way up to 20 with that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cut back up to the surface so we can end off the day. Alright, so back up on the surface, we have all of our Pikmin with us. None are left around, and as you can see, I only have 96. I went in with 96 because I didn't whistle a couple when I went back in. But yeah, that is really going to be all in day... What is this, 4? Yeah, day 4. This is the only day we're going to spend in the Perplexing Pool for now. We're actually going to go back to the Awakening Wood, since now that we have yellow Pikmin, we can get blues unlocked in the Awakening Wood. And with the blues unlocked, we'll have all the Pikmin types. So what I'll be doing, starting from the next part, is I'm going to spend... just go through each area until it's completely done. Since all the Pikmin types are unlocked, we can do everything in the game technically as long as that area is here. So I will begin working my way all the way through Awakening Wood in the next part, and then after that I'll either start doing the Perplexing Pool or Valley of Repose all the way through. I haven't decided which one yet. We'll see. But yeah, we got 959 Pokos today between the Citadel of Spiders and the what's it called? The 2 treasures on the surface. We lost no Pikmin today, so we're doing pretty good on 0 deaths so far. Olimar, good work so far. I hereby promote you to assistant manager. Press X to divide up work and Y to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. And then we'll just save. I'm not trying to go for a 0 death run on this playthrough. It's honestly just been coincidence so far, but I assume we're gonna have a couple with the dungeons in the Awakening Wood that we have left. So I'm going to end this part here. I'll see you guys next time, where we'll return to the Awakening Wood and unlock the blue Pikmin. Bye-bye.